So this tutorial video is about S7 edge outer frame lamination process. So the first thing what we have to do, we're gonna use 100 Oka, which is very thin one. As far as I know, there's not a lot of company use 100 Oka and then they never succeed with 100 Oka, but with our method is always a set. So the first thing what we have to do is like we have to cut the Oka to 4 centimeter, which is right here. I think you can see it. Yeah, there you go, 4 centimeter. We use the paper cutter. The reason we cut 4 centimeter is because the Oka, we found a better way that if Oka is a little bit shorter to the glass, it's more better. If the Oka is like top and bottom part, if it is too long, then sometimes the bubble strap inside the between the Oka and the OLED display. So after we cut off 4 centimeter, it's more better. I mean, we never this technique, people who come for training, we provide this technique, but mostly for myself, I never cut it off. But if you want 100% success rate, then I recommend cut it off 4 centimeter. So now we're gonna laminate Oka to the glass. I'm gonna zoom it in. So the first thing you have to do is make it clean and wet a little bit of that rubber piece on where the Okas go. This is our Oka master alignment mode, and you're gonna peel off the first layer of plastic film. And this step you have to be really patient, is because you might want to make sure that you got the right alignment. And another tips right here is you're gonna press on 4 corner. See, you don't want to press all the way the rubber piece, just 4 corner. Did you see that pressure point on the 4 corner? Yeah, that's it. And we're gonna place S7 edge glass on the other side of alignment mode. You don't have to, that glass doesn't have to be like stick on the rubber. You just like place it on. You don't even have to press it too hard. So you clean it up nicely. And then make sure that the glass is not really stick on the rubber piece underneath. So we're gonna peel off the plastic film from the Oka. Make sure that you peel off really nice and slow. If you go too fast, sometimes the Oka might come off. So you're gonna align it. And then the tricky part is you don't want to press in the middle. You just flip it to other side. And then tap it on the alignment mode for like 3-4 times. You can tap it really hard if you want. And then, yep. That's it. And this is another tricky part. You might want to lift up the glass from the middle part and then nice, slow and nice. You don't want it to be, because right now in this case, the Oka and glass is only attached from the side. It doesn't attach really in the middle. So you might want to go very slow. We'll show you after this. The Oka and glass is only attached on the side. Can you flip it a little bit and then show us? Yeah, see? I know, drop it down a little bit. Flip it over. There you go. See, Oka and glass is basically like it's only attached on the side a little bit. So you don't want to touch it in the middle. Just leave it like that, and then you're gonna grab that lamination mat. So we're supposed to heat it up a little bit. So that That the black piece is what we call the universal lamination mat that we use for iPhone. We cut it to the S7 size. We cut with the machines. If you need those, then you can just call us and then order from us pre-cut one. So let's heat it up a little bit, and then let's turn on the K6 edge. It is better if you heat it up as soon as you start that alignment process. I mean, yeah, I think it should be good though. So let's heat it up a little bit, and then I'm gonna roll the camera a little bit. There you go. So you just place it on that lamination mat nicely. That's all you have to do. The setting is the same: 60 seconds for lamination, 60 seconds for vacuum, and negative 0.5 for lamination pressure. That's all it takes. Yeah, I think good to go. You press start, and then you close the lid and wait for 1 minute and 30 seconds to finish the process. So every process in this video, we try to go very slow so that you can catch up. We don't want it to go fast. And currently in this video, we are using 100 Oka. It's very thin. Okay, now let's see the result. Okay. So can you show us the bubble? Can you point it where the bubble is? It has some dust from your finger, so we can see it. So we have dust on that corner. So that's how we use the autoclave. In this case, since this is a regular Oka, 100 Oka, we only use 5 minutes for autoclave. So let's put it in an autoclave. And then 3 to 5 minutes. So while we're waiting on that, we're gonna clean up the OLED screen. It's gonna be the same process as the Oka. So you align it up on that alignment mode. Hold on. So we can see that autoclave right here. So this K6 edge that we take apart everything inside, so we didn't screw it back really good, so it's make a lot of noise. So I have one suggestion for you guys. So if you what I suggest is, what I wanted to give you guys a suggestion is the Oka to glass lamination process. If you have like 5 screen in your stock, I suggest that you apply Oka to glass and then keep it in a cold place, so that next time when customer come, you can skip one step. So you already have in stock. So you can skip one step, that you apply Oka to glass. So we have another in-frame method, which is we use hybrid Oka. You can do the same. You can apply hybrid Oka to glass and then wait for customers. So as far as now, we don't do out of frame anymore in our repair shop. We only do in-frame, both S7 Edge, S8, S8 Plus. We do in-frame only, because customer don't really care about their frame has dents, and just for retail customer. But if you really go for B2B service, then you might want to go for out of frame. In frame, we use hybrid Oka, 200, 175, 200, and 250 hybrid Oka, which is thickness. You can choose whichever you like. But out of frame, we just use 100 Oka at the moment. So we suggest wait for 5 minutes in autoclave, but in this case, we just wait 3 minutes and then see the result. So he's checking on hidden bubble, like small little hidden bubble on the corner edges. So the most important thing is you have to check on the edges. If you have a bubble on the middle, those kind of bubble is easily go away, but on edges, yeah. So in this case, we don't see any bubble on edges. So can you bring it to the camera a little bit? Let me show you. So on these edges, we don't see any bubble. Some dust. Let me see. No bubble. No bubble. No bubble. Is it a bubble or dust? I think it's dust. Yeah. So I remove it. So we're gonna use the glass. Laminate to OLED. So you might want to make it wet on the rubber piece first. Can you show it again before you line it? Yeah. So use the acetone or alcohol, make it wet a little bit so that the OLED can be stick on the alignment mode. And you can give some pressure on OLED screen. OLED has a lot of resistant for pressure. It can handle some pressure, so I'm not quite sure after the last result. We might have some dust on the screen because we are not in dust-free room. I think the lighting is not good enough. Okay, and so we're gonna peel off the plastic film from the Oka. Also, another tips and trick right there. So here's rubbing off the some Oka glue from the edges. because sometimes because of the pressure, the OCA is separate a little bit, and if you see some leftover, some extra OCA on the glass edges, just rub it off, like he showed you. That's normal. You can just leave it, but we just wanted to make sure on every process. We don't want it to be like going back to the same process just for a little bubble. So you just remove those OCA glue a little bit. That's it. And we're gonna use easy peel tape and remove that plastic film from the OCA. You can either use the metal tools or the prime tools, very thin one. You can order from our website, very thin one. So you just make a starting point and then peel off the plastic film. And you're gonna place it on the alignment mode. It has some dust on the OCA, I can see here. You can see it from here. Yeah. Alright. So you want to place that OCA to the glass. Make sure that it's stick to the alignment mode. And then the same process. Oh, you're gonna have to press it from the middle one time, just one press, because OCA to glass you don't want to press it, but OLED to glass, yes, you might want to press it. And then we're gonna go to K6 edge. Let me switch the camera. Sorry, I'm not a professional photographer. So yeah, the same one, you heat it up a little bit, and then the same lamination mode. So hit start and close it, the lid. So the reason that we wanted to heat it up, that lamination mode, is you don't have to, you don't really have to, but like I mentioned earlier, every small little tips and trick can save a lot of times, and we just wanted to make sure that you have success with every process. The heat made the OCA melt a little bit, so that it has more easy to glue it back to glass. That's one of the reasons that we heated up that lamination mat. You can leave it on the that lamination mat on top of that hot plate. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, doesn't matter. That lamination mat won't get really hot because it's I don't know, kind of heat resistant stuff. It won't really getting hot. You can just leave it on a heat plate as long as you want. So this process might take about 1.5 minutes. Oh no, sorry, I was confused with iPhone. It might take about 3 minutes because 60 seconds for auto frame is the same as iPhone. No, 60 seconds for lamination. So 60 seconds for vacuum, -0.5 for lamination pressure. But that's fine. In this case, he forgot to change the setting. So we use the same setting as iPhone, but should be good. Let's check it. Oh, I think you can see it here. So we have some bubble on the edges. So let's leave it in a autoclave. But we really suggest 60 seconds for lamination, 60 seconds for vacuum. So what is the pressure on that?
-5.0.
So right now the setting that we use for this process is 50 seconds for vacuum, 10 seconds for lamination, the same as iPhone process. It's not supposed to be like that. So let's see the result. You make a really dumb mistake again. So in this case, I'm gonna wait for 5 minutes. So we're gonna upload this video as uncut because we wanted to make sure that you got all the process, and we don't want it to be like pre-recorded and then edit video and then upload it. We just wanted to upload as the uncut video. So let's sit back and relax and wait for 5 minutes. If you're watching this, you can skip the video for 5 minutes. And, so for this, the whole process, this is the item that we use. So alignment mode, lamination mode. Oh, can you show this one? It's rubber. So when you buy the alignment mode, it's come with that rubber piece, which is we use for lamination, as well as we use it for cleaning mode. So if can you show with this how you clean it up? So the rubber piece is really sticky. So you place it on the OLED on the rubber piece. That's how we clean it up. So what he's yeah, that's the rubber piece, and that's the OLED. You can place it on that OLED to rubber piece, and then clean up, glue that way if you want, because the rubber piece has really sticky. So when you clean up the OLED screen, it will move. So that's we use for both cleaning mode and lamination mode. But if you wanted to use as lamination mode, you have to use this airbag. That whenever you buy what is called the K6 Edge, we included extra airbag for you guys. So you just cut it off and then you wrap it around with the airbag. So this is this come with alignment mode, but we suggest to use the other one, the one that we just showed earlier, the lamination mode. But we suggest that one. I mean, we recommend you to use that one. But either way, you can use the other one as well. But we really recommend you to use for S7 Edge with the universal lamination mode. I mean, lamination mat. So let's wait. And how long has it been?
4 minutes.
It's been 4 minutes, so that's one more minute.
No. I can also use this, like the machine.
The same thing, you can heat it up that cleaning mode and lamination mode put it on the hot plate and clean up. So I know that every time when we take a training video, it's take a long time, but we wanted to make sure that we give all the small little tips and trick, and you know, we just we wanted to make sure that you got everything.
10 more seconds.
So it's been 5 minutes. Turn off the power. Turn off the power, please. There you go. Let's see. Can you clean up the screen? So we're not supposed to be used 50-second, 10-second setting. We're supposed to use 60-second, 60-second, but let's see the result. Even though we used the wrong setting, can you, can you show the edges? Lift up a little bit. Let me hold it. I can show it better. So no bubble on edges.